Hey guys, Jay Hoyt here. Before we get into today's video, we tell you guys at the start of every single one of these videos, the vast majority of you guys are not even subscribed. So whether it's your first time here or you just haven't yet, make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload, and don't forget, you can always change your mind later. What's on, guys? Jay Hoyt back with you today. Welcome back to Call of Duty Vanguard. We finally got a good gameplay for you. We're actually here on Gravatu, and we have a nice little 30 bomb on this map using the STG. Starts out with a death, but we come back even stronger. So where do I even want to start with this video? So this past weekend, right, it's Monday for me. You guys probably won't see it for probably almost till right before Christmas, I would guess. But the last Halo event, what is happening, right? The Halo Raleigh Open event where they had all their teams there, the open bracket there, a big whole event with probably 200,000 plus people watching at home. If you take apart from the main stream, the secondary stream, I don't know if there was a third and fourth stream or not, but there's a lot of co-streams. So if you take into account all of the people doing watch parties, the main stream, the secondary stream, and even on YouTube, you had hundreds of thousands of people watching this Halo event. Now, why is this relevant? Why am I bringing up Halo in a Call of Duty video? Well, what's the CDL doing right now? Not a thing. A lot of these big name Call of Duty players, the CDL players, hosted a watch party for the Halo Raleigh event. Like, that's why this is crazy. So, let's go to some of these things. So we have Reddit and Twitter kind of mixed in here with some screenshots, some big name people in the community, and they're making their voices known, right? Everyone loves Call of Duty, right? Everyone grew up with Call of Duty. Not everyone, but a lot of people grew up with it. But we're all just like saddened and very upset on this current state of Call of Duty. So our first post is from Reddit, but it's also from Jack Dunlop, aka Courage, former Call of Duty caster, longtime Call of Duty fan, and of course now he is in 100 Thieves, co-owner and content creator for them. So this is has a lot of upvotes on Reddit, and it says, I really hope the CDL is learning from what Halo is doing. I doubt it though. I think this is relation to the launch of Halo with all the stuff that they had in there. So Courage says, wait, having cool in-game pro team skins, competitive modes on day one, a robust rank system on launch, awesome viewership rewards, big streamers hosting watch parties, opportunities for new talent in the open bracket, events within 1 month of launch, all helped Halo esports succeed? You're telling me that? Wow, that's crazy, right? Half the people in Vanguard have barely played it. Like, it's that sad right now that barely anyone is playing Vanguard. But hey, that's just one opinion, right? That's my opinion, plus that's Courage's opinion, and of course, 659 people on Reddit's opinion. But either way, you don't believe me? Let's go to the next one. Optic Hex, owner, CEO, president, whatever the heck his title is now. Optic Hex. Everybody knows who Hex is if you follow competitive Call of Duty. He says, Halo might help COD get our shit together. This is such a well-executed launch by Halo that this isn't even surprising that we are seeing this sort of success. Having to say regarding this, give me a camera and a mic so I can continue to say what I said years ago on the matter. Now, you might be saying at home, right? Halo had, I don't know how long it's been since last Halo came out. It's been a few years at least. But you might be saying, oh, they had all this time to perfect their game. They had all this time. They have all that time. But Call of Duty's been out forever, right? We know what we want in the game. It's not hard to build what people want. Plain and simple, right? We said it all along. The stuff we want is the stuff we want. You know, there's some stuff that might get left out here and there. Obviously, there's going to be bugs. There's going to be glitches. But, like, the main bulk of this stuff should be in the game. Plain and simple. But Hex, obviously a huge name in competitive Call of Duty and Call of Duty history. And, of course, he's saying stuff on the matter as well. but maybe you don't want to listen to the Coners, right? Maybe you want to listen to some of the players. So this is from Attach. World champion Attach has been around a long time. And he said open LAN tournaments seem like a great idea. Obviously, this is pretty sarcastic. Maybe Call of Duty will try that format one day. Obviously, big sarcastic because before the CDL was a thing, they used to have these open events. And they used to have an open bracket and all this stuff. Where the amateur teams or the, if you want to call them like semi-pro teams or whatever, they had a chance, right? But now they really don't. They're just grinding in a Challengers Cup that ultimately doesn't really mean too much of anything. But we go on to the next player, Lamar, aka Accuracy, who is now on Seattle, I believe, who said, who would think a ton of LAN matches in one weekend is fun to watch? No way anyone likes watching teams evolve as they play. I don't believe the storylines would develop through the weekend are entertaining either. Obviously, another sarcastic comment. Now, if you don't believe these two players, maybe you've never heard of these two, maybe listen to the legendary Aches, right? One of the best players of all time, part of the biggest, one of the biggest Call of Duty dynasties that there ever was. And then he says, I remember being told no one wants to watch long tournaments. That's why we reduced our total broadcast hours each day. I disagree, right? I agree with Aches here, right? I like seeing a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event. Have open bracket there, Wednesday, Thursday, and then they'll jump into pool play or whatever as far as their tournament goes or however they want to implement it. Have those guys jump in on Friday, right? That's where pool play starts. But you have Wednesday and Thursday to get the open bracket done because there's a lot of pro players that are either switching esports and going to Halo, not a lot of Gears of War players are coming over to Halo. A lot of old COD players are going to Halo. Players that are just stuck in Challengers are going to Halo. And now we have a Challengers thing that it doesn't reward you. Like, it's a friendship league, and it really, really sucks. But here's another one, right? This is from Mark. I'm Mark01. Apparently he's Mark. But he said HCS versus the CDL. So that's Halo versus Call of Duty, the leagues that are hosting this. So this person says, I never followed Halo, always been a Call of Duty fan, but I've got the Raleigh stream on mainly because he is H for F, which means horny for formal. Obviously formal. If you guys haven't followed, he was playing for Sentinels due to World 2 being suspended for this event. Long story short, Formal filled in. I think they ended up placing like 4th or something, but either way. And seeing the bracket filled with all these various orgs just brought back so many memories of the old MLG days of competitive Call of Duty. Just curious what the overall benefits of the CDL are. Is it payout greater than HCS? Halo, I don't feel like it's fueled the growth, but I guess the bigger names are there. I guess bigger names are involved now. Either way, it's crazy to see the hype surrounding this event. Now, this has been the biggest question all along is, what did the CDL provide us, right? Did it change anything? I don't know how to answer that. Like, I feel like it hasn't in a way. Like, it hasn't helped growth out. You know, you basically had copy and paste jerseys for every team. You know, you forced 12 brand new brands to come into Call of Duty. Obviously, you have some teams behind that, but still, like, you still have to have a fan base to build a team. Like, you can't just, magically make a team. Like, I can't just go make a team and be like, here I am, I'm in a league, and then just hope it's going to work out well for you. Like, you had to have had those fans before, or you had to have been in an esport before that is it's relevant to the situation. But good on this guy, right? There's no real benefit to the CDL right now. Like, realistically, I miss the old open events. I miss the old way of everything, like the CWL, the open events, the the storylines, the different teams from different regions. Like, everything was just great. But now it's like, look at what Halo's doing. Like, they're doing so much better. And we have all this money and all these teams and organization and businesses around the CDL, and it kind of ruined it, if you ask me. But yeah, it's I don't get it. But then the next question, right? We talked about open bracket, we talked about the CDL and franchising. This person says, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this person's name, but we'll go with the comment nonetheless. So he says, is an open bracket still possible with a CDL and franchising? So essentially what he's saying, is it possible to merge the old way and the new way? And I mean, he makes some pretty good points here. He says, my understanding is pretty much franchising eliminates the possibility of an open bracket. Teams pay money to have a team in an exclusive league. Therefore, I assume open teams will never be allowed to play versus them. Is this correct? Is there a format / happy medium that anyone could see the CDL and Activision would be on board with that would allow the open teams a chance to play the franchise teams? I'm remaining optimistic, but my thought is no. So this was, I believe, before the announcement to the CDL schedule and the format and everything for this year. But of course, there's been a lot of like weird things happening with that, with like teams not securing venues and stuff. So I want to go into that in a separate video so we can kind of see what's going to go on with this upcoming year. But I mean, he kind of says it. Is it possible? Probably not, right? Everyone's focused on the 12 teams that are in the league now, and then there's challengers, right? That's it. Like, there's no... I don't think there's ever going to be a chance for open bracket teams and CDL to play, you know, together consistently. Like, I think there's like a, what do they call it, a pro-am or something, where the CDL teams and challengers teams or the amateur teams or semi-pro team, whatever you want to call them, will be playing. But I just don't know how that's going to work out in a consistent basis. So I think this might be like a tester, but you know, for the most part, I don't see Call of Duty or Activision doing that. So it's definitely hard, that's for sure. But next up on our comments, might be a little bit longer than normal video for these types of videos, but either way, it's worth it because it's all related to the same thing. So he said, it's from Absurd on Reddit. He said, I think we're witnessing Call of Duty digging its own grave this year. Lottie left for Halo. Lottie actually came from Halo, if I remember correctly. Plus, her husband is Snakebite, I believe, that plays in the Halo scene, so it kind of makes sense that she's there. Honestly, you know, she's good, she's okay on the desk, but like I kind of miss our old faces on the desk as well. Like, I'd rather have some of the older names of Call of Duty, you know, be on that desk, and maybe someone that's a little bit better at you know, controlling the desk. Like, I feel like she's not the greatest one there, but she's a nice lady. I don't want to get, you know, judge her too much. You know, I've never been put in that situation, so I don't know exactly what it takes to be on that desk. But Lottie came from Halo, if I remember correctly, and her husband plays over there in the Halo scene. So can't really blame that too much. Puckett, he bounced around pretty much everything. He's been in Halo, he's been in Gears of War, I think. He's been in Call of Duty, he's been around everywhere. He kind of casts a little bit of everything. Yeah, it'd be great to have him back. But we have some great casters now once they eventually get signed, and which we'll get to in a second here. With Maven and Merc as your kind of your #1 duo. Then you have Miles and who's his duo? Chance. And then you have Landon and Orlando, or Landon, whatever he goes by, and Study, or Nameless, was it? I don't remember who he was partnered with. I think it was Study. But you know, other than Study, like all the rest of them are pretty good commentators, if you ask me. Like, obviously, you know, the top 3 would be Maven and Merc, and then Miles by a landslide. Like, if they could get one more super good commentator, if they could bring Puckett back, perfect, right? Or maybe he come back to the desk. It'd be perfect. But either way, Call of Duty pros are hosting watch parties for Halo. COD players aren't even playing COD, all while Challengers Cup is going on. I mean, that's just it. Vanguard sucks, plain and simple. I mean, and then the CDL is just not running things great. Next thing, Maven hasn't been signed as a caster yet. No one has. You think that when there's a month, or I think like a month or something until the first event, you'd think that you'd probably sign your casters and have a lot of that stuff figured out by now. Like, that's pretty self-explanatory, like, if you ask me. Like, Call of Duty's been around long enough that we should know what we're doing by now, right? Right? Lastly, he says, Halo's actually fun as fuck to play and watch. It's not chaotic and a clusterfuck how Call of Duty has been the last few years. Every map has flow. The addition of timed power-up weapons and abilities has a huge edge on each map. COD is so late to the game, it's going to be so hard to recover if they do. Now, yes, I've been loving Halo, honestly. Like, I would much rather play Halo than Call of Duty right now. And I've never really been in Halo. Like, really never. I've watched the events because Optic had teams. You know, when this the Dynasty roster, if you will, was playing, I would watch every single Halo event and, you know, kind of root for them. But I just don't want to play Vanguard. It's so bad. I do not have fun playing this game at all. I mean, I think I've said that before, but it's so hard to do and so hard to play when you absolutely hate the game. Like, it's so hard. But either way, we got a couple more comments here, also from Reddit. It feels like, this is from Odin's Fury. He says, it feels like an entire COD base has started watching Halo. Pretty much. Like I said, with the amount of viewers that were on that first event, you probably bet that a lot of Call of Duty fans tuned over to Halo just to kind of see what was going on. Obviously, I've watched Halo before. I've heard of Halo. I'm somewhat familiar with a lot of the players, so it kind of makes sense. But then he goes on to say, most of us are fed up with the CDL, and Halo has never had this many viewers. Coincidence? These matches I've watched are actually incredible. They were. A lot of really good matches, a lot of really close matches. Some underdog teams kind of stepping up a little bit, and obviously some familiar names coming back into the scene, and even switching from Call of Duty or from Gears of War or from anything else. So this person says, SAT gang, he says, man, watching the HCS was a breath of fresh air. And then he goes on to say, watching HCS this weekend has been so damn fun, man. Infinite enjoyability, pun intended. Okay. Open bracket, they had that. On LAN, storylines, had that. Good competitive games, yes. Good casters, yes. Unintrusive ads, yeah. Twitch and YouTube, right? Not just limited to one platform. That's huge. If you want to grow it, Twitch has always been like the place for live streams. YouTube, yes, is a huge platform, but it's always been for videos. I know they're trying to change that. I know they're trying to get their live streaming more as a main focal point, but still, until it happens that you have to multi-stream or, I don't know what the right terminology is, but have it both on Twitch and YouTube. Throw it on Facebook if you want to. I don't know. Just put it on there. Put it anywhere you can would be great. Better music than Skrr. Is it? Need I say more? Yeah, there was basically one song that they played every single time in the CDL. So already lots of big things happening in Halo. Next thing, when Optic was playing Cloud9, the viewership was around 130K on main stage. When they got eliminated, I thought to myself, oh man, Optic Juice has run its course. Time for the numbers to plummet. Literally got higher after Optic was eliminated. Currently sitting at 170K and 200 plus K with all of the co-streams combined. Man, Halo is back. Every game is so damn fun to watch, and I can't wait to see who wins. I'm sorry to say it, COD, but I found a new esport. I mean, he literally dropped the mic. I dropped my mic, but it's on a stand behind my monitor. But yeah, I tuned in, and it was 160,000. It was insane viewership this weekend, or this past weekend for Halo. I really hope Call of Duty will take this as a huge, and I mean a massive, gigantic slap in the face, kick in the ass, kick in the balls, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you need to hit to get the point across, hit it. Get kicked there. Get hit there. Get slapped there. Whatever it's going to take, CDL, wake up. Like, wake up. Halo did this. I know they have a lot more time to develop their game than you did, but come on. We've been around forever. We've done enough of this stuff that you should know what you're doing by now. And if you don't, then give all the rights in the reins to someone that does. Right? We got rid of everything and almost everyone that ran the previous events. And you're just like, bye, we're going to do it ourselves. And look at how successful Halo has been so far. Look at how much fun people are having on the game, and look at how much support it's getting from the community. Call of Duty, Activision, who else? Sledgehammer, Treyarch even, throw them in there. Activision mainly, the CDL, wake up. Look at what Halo did. It's the writing on the wall. Like, look at it. It's right there. But either way, enough rambling for today's video. I had to get that out there. Obviously, lots of people are saying this. I only put in, I think that's 8 people's comments or tweets or posts or anything. But still, it's a hard time to be a Call of Duty fan, that's for sure. But that's where I'm going to wrap it up for today's video. If you did enjoy, hit that like button down below if you haven't yet, or if you're brand new here, make sure to subscribe, turn those post notifications on so you never miss an upload, and don't forget, you can always change your mind later. With all that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next one.